Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Jacob and I make videos about programming, tech and how to thrive as a developer. Today we're going to talk about an exciting topic, something exciting, and this is how you can make your first $100 as a programmer. So whether you are just starting out, whether you are intermediate developer, whatever level you are, this video is packed with actionable tips just for you. All right, so one thing I want you to understand as we dive into this topic is that this is going to be about my personal story, and I'm doing this because of you that is watching me. Yes, I mean you. All right, so I'm going to do this because I felt like one of the questions I get from my student is, okay, so after learning all of this, how do I make money? How do I get job? All right, and looking at how far I have come and how many students I've done so far and what I've done over the years, when students ask me like that, I give them two options, and one of it is look for job. While you are looking for job, find a way to sell your skill. And then the next question becomes, how do I sell my skill? And that is what I want to talk about in this video. So how do you make your first $100 as a programmer, as a newbie, just somebody starting out, or you have been there but this money is not coming in? So how do you do it? All right, so the first thing I want you to know is that there are proven ways that it has happened and it's still happening and people are still doing it. All right, and you need to understand that there are certain things that propel things to happen. Again, I said that there are certain things that make things happen. Okay, and for you to understand this better, let's now begin to talk about what makes it possible for you to achieve your first $100 as a programmer. Now, in the words of Brian Tracy, he said that there are many ingredients that go into play for you to achieve that. And as it's related to what we are talking about, your first 100. So what's that first thing? The first thing is your mindset. I want you, before we dive into the points and how the different ways you can do this, I want to talk about your mindset. What kind of mindset do you have? Do you have a mindset of a failure or the mindset of a successful person? All right, and this is very crucial because you can never get what your mind has never captured, or what your mind has never for once even come across your mind. It can never happen. Okay, it can't happen. It can never. So it has to cross your mind. It has to be in your mind. It has to be something that you think about most often, and then it becomes achievable. All right, so this is what we are going to this is the first step in the whole process. All right, you having the right mindset, because one thing about mindset and that I've learned over the years is that if you have the mindset that whether I try or not, even if I do it right, I still want to get it, if that is your mindset, you will never get it. But if your mindset is, I may not get it now, but I'll keep doing it, one day it will click. So that becomes a mindset that will one day get to that point. All right, so that never giving up spirit. Okay, so your mindset is very crucial. So if 10 million has ever crossed your mind and you have ever said to yourself, I am going to achieve or get 10 million naira, it will surely happen. Different ways will occur to you. People, things, environment will propel it to happen. Okay, and this is not about spiritual or anything. It's a principle. Okay, cause and effect. There's always a cause for every effect. Okay, so yeah, so that's the first thing, mindset. So get your mindset right. Okay, get your mindset right. It is possible, it can be done, and the question of how is what by following people who have done this before. All right, and by following their footsteps, what have they done, how did they do it, you'll be able to get there and even beyond. All right, so that's the first thing, get your mindset right. If your mindset is not right, you can't get it right. Okay, then secondly is your skill. What skill do you have? All right, what skill do you have? It's just like somebody saying that you want 10 million naira and you don't have any source of income. No, it doesn't happen that way. All right, so you must have something that brings something. Okay, something will have to make something happen. All right, so if you have the mind that okay, you want to make your first dollar, then the next question becomes, what do I do and what do I have? Okay, so there are different things, but I'm talking to programmers, meaning that people that have high paying skills. So how do you now sell your skill to make your first $100 as a programmer? The first thing you need to do is to know your niche, know your skill, the domain you are in. All right, so are you a front-end engineer, back-end engineer, or just full stack engineer, data engineer, whatever? What are you? So you answering this question correctly gives you room for you to be able to understand that okay, this is where I am and this is what I can do. Okay, so and there are different ways. Okay, so now remember when I started, I said I'm going to use my personal story. So this is where I will now begin to tell you my personal story. So, and I pray that you understand and implement some of the things that I will say here. Now, one thing you must know is that when I started, I was stranded. Like, I was confused. I was jumping from one coding bootcamp to another, and they are all free. Okay, so from Zuri to what's the other one? There's about different one of them, free code camp. The rest of them, they are free. They gave me the foundation, but then along the way, when I get to semicolon, I discover that part of me that I've never seen before, where you have people that you can communicate with, that can ask you questions, and you need to explain the technicality behind everything that is happening behind your code. Okay, so and that was my own beginning. All right, now I was writing before semicolon. I was writing technical articles, but not in depth. I was just writing haphazardly. Can I say that? I was just there, here and there, not settling. Okay, but then technical articles was where I began from, because my friend introduced me to it. Thank you so much, Toby. If you are watching this video, God bless you for everything. I really appreciate you. Okay, so Toby introduced me to technical articles, and when I started writing, I was doing well. I was learning. I was going to webinar and understanding how technical and doing stuffs. All right, so and that was the beginning. All right, so from that technical writing, I discovered that okay, each time I do post on social media, people get to ask me in my DM about okay, how do I do this, how do I do this, and I'll be like okay, you can do it like this, and once they do it, they come back to say thank you, it works. And that was when I discovered that oh, people really want to learn how this thing really how to implement these things this way. All right, so and then that was my own beginning of trying to understand the language that was writing very well. So I tried to understand JavaScript very well. I tried to understand React very well. I tried to understand Java very well. I tried to understand Python very well. And that's why these 4 languages are my core languages. Okay, so when you say I'm a full stack engineer, I write Java, Python, JavaScript, and their framework. Okay, so and this becomes my go-to languages when it comes to using different tools for different situations. You know what I mean? Okay, so and that technical article was the beginning of everything. How? One day somebody reached out to me on LinkedIn that she has an assignment she has to submit in Java and she wants to do this. And as somebody who has never come across or experienced such situation, like I said before, if you have never imagined it, if you have never thought of it, if you have not even heard of it before, it can't happen. So when she reached out and said she wants to do this, I go, okay, I'm kind of like, okay, I can do it. And then when I solved that issue for her, I think it's like implementing an API. So instead of the API responding 200, it was bringing 304, 301 something. So it was related to API, and the API was not really secure. So and I implemented it and explained that this is not secure. You can do this to secure the endpoint so that only the authenticated user can do this. And by the time I explained authentication, she now got it that, oh, so, and that was how, and she sent me 50,000. And a week later or so, April, I can remember, okay, and I was on a bus coming back from my fiancée, now my wife, and I got that email that that somebody left a message for me on LinkedIn. And when I opened, it was, you are now that she was requesting for a 3-month training in Java. Okay, how much are you willing to pay? Say I should name my price. I have not done this before, so I just told her 150, and she agreed. And I'm like, okay. She did not even bargain, she agreed. And when the class started and she began to enjoy the whole, and this is the beginning, that's what I'm saying invariably. So you must know how to put yourself out there with your skill. Okay, so you can write technical articles. Right now I write technical articles, I teach programming, I have courses, I have a book. So these are different ways you can package your skill that can be sellable, that can make you to earn your own money. So you must know what is it that I can offer and how can I offer it. What are different channels that I can reach to the people who need it. All right, so you must know what this means. You must know how these things work, because if you don't understand it, there is no way it will happen. Okay, so you need to understand how this works. All right, so this is the first step. Okay, this is the first step. Know your skill, put yourself out there. Then the different way you can earn is you can start by writing about what you do. Discuss issues that happen in your domain. Write about it. Put yourself out there. Okay, now I've told you about that of writing technical articles and teaching. So currently I write technical articles for individuals and companies. I also teach programming. Okay, and then the other part, I have an ebook. You can find it on Seller. Okay, it's a beginner friendly ebook. You can find the description under this video. It's a beginner friendly ebook. You can, if you are new and you don't know how to find your way, it's the best ebook you can ever get. All right, and then if you are looking for a well packaged course, I have a 4-month Python programming blueprint. Okay, that is well packaged for you, and in that you will learn about Python, data science, data analytics, data visualization. So you can find the description, the link to that course under this video also. All right, so these are different ways that you can earn a reasonable income doing what you know. Then freelancing, yes, there are aspects of your skills that are also freelancing. There are people that have that reach out to me that they want to, okay, let me cite an example of 2 or 3 of them that happened this year. So one day somebody posted in our group, in one of the WhatsApp group, and talking about WhatsApp group, please join WhatsApp groups that are related to your niche, to your domain, as I front end, back end, Java, whatever. Okay, so be there. Okay, join, contribute, be active. Okay, so one day somebody posted that he wanted somebody that would build a kind of a feedback response, like once you to get feedback from users, and he needed to be built with DocuSigns and the rest of them, and I was able to build it. Then another time another person was saying that they needed to build an interface for just an admin page, and I told the guy I can do it, and also I was able to implement it. So these are different ways that you can use your skills to get income. All right, so if you are a Nigerian, if you are watching me from anywhere in the world, this is possible. We are in the borderless society, or borderless how do I say it? There is nothing that is cutting us from not achieving what I just said. All you need is who knows you, and where are the people that are looking for you, where are they? Go there. All right, so this is what I want you to settle in your mind in 2025, that you are going to put yourself out, you are going to write about how you are progressing with different things. Okay, you are going to do a lot of work in terms of presenting yourself as a technically skilled person and as a professional. All right, so we have JacobIsah Programming Hub. Okay, this is my brand. So you can come up with your own brand, just to be known, just for people to know that this is who you are, this is what you do. All right, so this is it. All right, you must have mentioned that you can write technical articles, and by so doing you can write on dev.to, Medium, and the rest of them. Now the aspect of how to make money from all of these technical articles are part of my course. Okay, so I won't be able to discuss that here. So you can get my course and you'll learn it, how people are making money from Twitter, from Twitter to Medium and the rest of them. Okay, you can find the link to that course under this video. Okay, so, and yes, so writing, teaching, creating courses, writing your ebook. Okay, freelancing. Okay, there was a particular script I wrote for somebody for, was it, I don't know how much, I think he paid 45 or 50,000. So he wanted, I saw that person in one forum. Okay, this guy doing free business consultation stuff. So I saw the person asking how to fetch data from what's the name of that musical stream, what again, Spotify. Yes, so she wanted to get to fetch data from Spotify so that she can use it. She wanted the data anyway, so how to get it is her own issue. So once she can get the data in plain text, that's what she wanted, and I said I can do it. Okay, and I wrote some scripts and I fetched those data. She gave me the data she had paid for a bit free, I don't know how. So she gave me the access, and then I fetched those data, and then I sent it to her in a doc. in a tabular form and all of that. So this is what you can put yourself. You need to tell people need to know that this is who you are, this is what you can do, and this is how you can do it. Until people know you can't go far. All right, so this is it. In 2025, decide that you are going to gather the right mindset. Let your level that you want to attain, let it cross your mind. Imagine it. Let it be something that you think about. Then begin to walk towards it. What can take me there? Okay, what can take you there? What can take me there? So when you answer that question, then you now begin to identify your skills, people, environment. So once you identify these three, then you can now begin to break it down by courses and the rest of them. Courses, ebook, teaching, and the rest of them. So yes, not everybody is gifted in all that I've said. Not everybody can do it. Not everybody have that capacity or even the time to do it. Okay, because there are some that are into full-time job, okay, and they want to have additional income. That's a separate conversation on its own. Okay, so but here is just for that person that has never earned £1 or $1, but wants to earn $100 and above from programming skills. So if you understand this video, you have question, leave it under this video. I will do well to respond to your questions, and my course is also available. It's a 4-month training. It's starting on January 15th. You can register and let's go. So there you will learn how to make money with your skills, how to Git, you learn Git, you learn Python, you learn data analytics and data visualization. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very, very much for subscribing. Thank you very much. God bless you. All right, so thank you very much. See you in my next video.